I did that thing that I said I wasn't gonna do, and I forgot to unmute myself. Damn it. Well, this is off to a gallivanting start. Welcome, everybody, to the very first episode of Legends of Blackwater Keep. Gotta get rid of that fucking echo, and I'm just hurting everything with swearing in the beginning. And yeah, so very excited to be here. I would like to thank all of my players for being here tonight. Second campaign, and you know, kicking it off right with technical difficulties and everything.
Is there any other way? I mean,
No,
you know.
there's no other way to do this. So, Sharn, the city of towers, located in beautiful, industrious, and pragmatic Brelin, a country rocked by the recent loss of their king, King Borinal. Sharn is what really could be an entire city all on its own. Does not seem like this is wanting to cooperate with me either. But more importantly, our story begins in a district of Lower Dura, one of the lower wards of Sharn, known as the lower wards. But there's a small inn there named the Barking Squirrel, run by a lovely, wonderful old man named Monty. In the kitchen is a warforged named Seven, who is clanging and banging around. The Barking Squirrel is located in Old Keep, which is kind of run down. And business has not been so great here of late for Monty. But, you know, he's kind of just plugging away at it and doing his best. Mr. Sweeney, would you like to describe your character?
Well, I'm about 5'8", about 150 pounds, and I'm 50.
A
A little rough
spry,
around the edges. I'm
spry, young,
spry, 50.
young 50.
Spry as I ever was.
And
Even quicker too.
how about Seven? What's Seven? Can you kind of describe Seven for us?
Yes, Seven is roughly 6 feet tall, metal plates, kind of a brushed nickel color, and the joints and all of the different places on the body where there's movement. It's kind of a patinaed copper color, kind of a copper color with teal around the edges. Wears a canvas ankle-length duster coat, and looks very, very strange, being a warforged with a coat and bare skin hood. Eyes are a blue color, and his magic is tinted by shades of green.
Right on. So, it is Larvian 9th. Larvian is a big month for Sharn because at the end of the month, the whole city gathers for the Race of the Eight Winds, which basically all of the different neighborhoods in Dura are represented by various beasts. So, like, numerous people in town are talking about it. People are wearing like tunics with their like neighborhood's beast kind of emblazoned on it, or like, you know, wristbands, headbands, scarves with the color that represents their beast. But there's this general air of excitement. So tempers are running hot. Everybody's excited, but like, you know, the typical sports street brawls also are kind of like spilling out into the streets a little bit, especially in the wake of conflict between two criminal organizations. Old Keep has sort of become their like battleground. So there's the Boromar clan and what's known as Dask. Dask is a group of monstrous humanoids like ogres, goblins, hobgoblins, orcs that are all living in Malian's Gate and have like little cells across the city. The group formed out of essentially like labor disputes. Employers weren't gonna pay what they would pay 3 halflings to 1 ogre just because he can lift the same amount. And so like the ogres or like stronger monstrous races were kind of feeling taken advantage of, so they started to unionize, and then organized crime stepped in. And the Boromar clan are well sewn into the city. The actual like Boromar family themselves, one of them is on the Council of Sharn. So it runs deep. But anyway, seated in the corner at one of the tables are a halfling and a kind of large dude that look like they have been creeping around in some less than desirable places over the course of the evening, and have like stopped in here to hear the local bard, Drizzly and Wild, who is well known throughout the lower wards. And generally draws a crowd, but it's pretty thin whenever Old Keep is his venue that he's playing. So, Rancor and Carl, you are both kind of seated listening to the music, freshly coming from looking, kind of surveying the district of Fallen and checking out like what kind of opposition is going to be preventing you from recovering relics from the collapsed temples down there. Because a while ago, a tower fell on this district and pretty much destroyed everything, and the city was like, you know what, it's going to be too expensive to rebuild. We're just going to, like, expand onto the central plateau. Or the Memphis plateau, excuse me. So, if you want to describe Carl, Mr. Isaac?
So, Carl is he's a 2'11". He's got gray eyes, dark black hair, and he's got some heavy scarring on the left side of his face.
Okay.
Looks like mostly burn marks. He's fitted with mostly just like what you would see on standard adventure gear. He's not wearing a hood or anything like that, or a cloak.
Mm-hmm.
And he has like in like one of his chest pockets a whole bunch of what appears to be business cards sticking out of it.
Right on. Sitting across from you is Rancor. You all are fairly new friends. You both met through a mutual associate, brother Augusto Whistler of the Church of the Silver Flame.
that the
and
guy?
he's kind of been giving you all errands. You both have your own reasons for being affiliated with the church, but you know, whether or not you have shared those with one another is up to you.
I probably wouldn't have said anything.
Same. Especially if we're new friends.
Yeah, we're just new friends. We just met each other. Hi, my name's Carl O'Malley. It's nice to meet you.
Rancor. Feelings mutual. Oh, do I need to do my guy?
What do you mean?
Describe.
Yes, if you would please.
Rancor is stoic, dressed in dark brown and black leather and cloth. Half plate and one pauldron over his right shoulder. He has a very large sword on his back, long as most broadswords, but wider down the length of it. So he's dummy thick. It looks very unwieldy, but doesn't seem to wear Rancor down. He has a prosthetic metal left arm, about 6 feet tall and 220 in weight.
Right on.
Mhm.
And then, Monty, you are walking down to pour a beverage for a fairly elderly looking turtle who's just kind of like tapping along with the music. First of all, what did Atticus order? And like, is he more of an alcohol kind of guy, more of a like other beverage kind of guy?
He probably hasn't drank in a long time, so I'd say he got something simple. Maybe he probably asked for juice, and then depending on the availability in a rougher part of town, just stuck with water, but in a big tankard so no one feels awkward around him.
Right on. Like it. And what does he look like?
Yeah, he's a bigger fella. Can't say he's weighed himself in a long time, but he's covered in this big old turtle shell, head like a snapping turtle, and he looks like he's got that old man sort of cut body, but he's super old. He just used to be a working man, military life. Current just has a little staff with some twine wrapped around one end, leaning against him, and some pretty simple robes, purple and green across his chest. And he's just, like you said, nodding along, smiling at people, just being a helpful old fella as best he can.
Right on. So the bard takes a break for a second, slams down 3 shots, and starts playing again.
Order up.
This is strong. You sure this is just water? Just kidding there, fella.
Well, absolutely. Got a mind like a steel trap. How could I forget that? It's always water.
How could I have doubted you, Monty?
7, where is that order?
I said order up. It's here on counter. You have to come get it.
What table was for that anyway?
I don't know. I am cook, not waiter.
Damn it.
What happened to that steel trap, Monty?
Well, I don't have any servers. There's only so much a man can do.
That's fair enough. I understand that completely. I think it might have been the one in the corner. They're the only ones looking famished to me.
Well, that's true. The bar can't eat right now. All right. I would like to deliver food to Ranker and Carl.
What role is food delivery?
I don't know why.
Dexterity check.
I don't know why I come here. I've been waiting 20 minutes for my goddamn brisket. This is bullshit.
The brisket's worth
It
it.
will be the most delicious brisket you have ever tasted.
Carl, you know why they do this. It's so you keep ordering drinks, so you keep getting wasted while you wait for your fucking food.
Yeah.
It's a cash grab. I don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't blame him either.
All right, so this is taking a little bit to load into roll 20. So I'm just gonna read it for now. Armstrong, at some point, it will eventually load, and you will be able to go back and reference this.
I can give a shot at description too if you want. I have a general idea.
Okay. Right on. So, oh no, I'm not talking about the drawing.
Okay.
So, describe your guy. He's currently sitting at the bar reading a letter, which once you're done describing him, I will read.
Got it. Guy's sitting over in the corner. Looks about 6 foot, medium-ish build. Nothing really fancy about him. If you take a look at his hands, they are obviously worn. Scars, bruises, small cuts here and there that have healed over time. His wardrobe looks like it may have once been fancy, but it has since faded and it's been patched and covered with some other smaller bits and pieces he's collected over time. You can tell underneath that he does wear some kind of leather armor under the general clothes, and around his hips are multiple bags of just tools, tinkering items, small pieces of metal, gears, etc. Hair is kind of a little bit longer, a little bit out of whack, definitely needs a haircut, thin cut beard, and looks a little bit grizzled around the face, but also almost carefree. Full details to be determined. That was all off the top of my head.
That's pretty good improv there, man. So the letter that you, up until this point, have not been able to bring yourself to open is from a long dead colleague. When you open it, it's dated Orloon 17th, 994 YK, which is 2 days before the morning happened. And it reads, let's get going.
An old friend voice.
Julius, it has been many years since we attended Arcanics together, but I still look back fondly upon it. I am being sent off to the House Enclave in Metro, but I am not as excited as I thought I would be. My father assures me that in time, my true purpose within the house will be clear, but I do not understand what he means or what the wicked look in his eye tries to hint to me. I'm duty-bound and must therefore answer the call. How fortunate you are, Julius, to have been cast out. As an excoriate, you are free from the shackles of duty to House Cannith. Are we all just tools for our parents to shape the world with, or are we truly part of a greater game which we cannot comprehend? If you ever find yourself in Metro, visit me at the Enclave. Corvin de Cannith.
You son of a bitch.
For those that don't get the inside joke, that was an old character of Julius's from another campaign.
It's Julius. Thank you.
Oh,
Julius.
Julius. My
Julius.
apologies.
Julius Hansman.
Fancy.
At your service.
Julius Hansman.
Julius
He said he was kind of
Hansman.
fancy.
Used to be. Good barkeep.
Got hands of a worker, but your clothes kind of say otherwise.
I wouldn't worry too much about that, sir. Just a traveler.
Yeah,
Could
is
I,
he wearing
uh,
like super fancy stuff?
No, it's almost looks like it used to be royal-esque, but now it looks like it came from a thrift shop.
Royal-esque.
Nice.
It's
Worn
faded?
royal-esque clothes.
Yeah, faded. A lot of like the plumes and things have been ripped off and just replaced with like normal sleeve style items, but you can tell from like the fabric and designs that have been faded over time, he may have been somebody important.
Or robbed somebody important. Mayhaps.
Mayhaps.
Order up.
All right, and what is this dish?
This is the gooseberry muffins. Someone ordered for dessert.
Oh, that was me.
Well, all right.
It's good. As dash of cinnamon is divine. Delicious.
What time is it in the evening?
It's probably like 10 p.m.
Oh man, it is Carl's bedtime.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, retcon 8:30.
He has a very strict bedtime.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I also don't drink.
Okay.
I'm also drinking water.
Think you should still
It's
buy
also,
a drink for that hottie next to you, though, Carl.
this is also close to Monty's bedtime.
So Rancor, you notice the turtle kind of like nodding around in the corner to the music of the bar over Nya. And he has the look of a soldier to you, like, you know your own.
But he's adorable. But he's
I'll give Rancor a nod if I see him looking over. Hey there, fella. Looking good.
What brings you in, old timer?
Good. Oh, you know, I just like to pass through whenever I can, see if anyone needs a hand up. You know, I run a parish up in the middle city. I like to let people know that if they need a hand or they need some help, I'm the guy to ask, you know.
A parish, you say? You
Yes,
a religious
sir.
man?
Well, some say it. I like to think that I just have more direction than some. Not that I got that many answers, but I might be able to find them with you. You know what I'm saying. I also like to cook. So I try to get Seven's recipes, but he doesn't like to share.
Well, maybe you could whip me up something, for as long as it's taking my goddamn brisket. As he slaps the table a couple times.
Order up.
Careful with that. Oh,
All right, damn it. All right, here we go. What do we got in here? Got a brisket, some blueberry muffins, and I believe that's for Carl and Rancor. Here you are, sir.
While you're here, can you get a drink for my friend? Didn't get your name, old timer.
Atticus. Atticus Brooks is my name. Thank you, sir. And you are?
Rancor.
Rancor.
What's your poison?
Nice. Definitely too embarrassed to say water, so, gnomish whiskey, of course. Yeah.
Right. Whiskey, like the usual.
I look really scared at Monty and not. Just like the usual. You get it. Yeah.
So the bard stops
Kicks in
on
a
a
beat.
sour note as the door opens, and In comes a severely wounded-looking goblin that is like bleeding through its like shabby little tunic. Its ragged breathing is like pretty audible in the silence.
Help me! Please! You gotta help me!
Is he talking? Hey there, fella, what's going on? I'll slowly
Look.
start walking towards him.
Did your team lose?
Hell?
Me? No team, just me.
Well, I think he's a bit frantic. I don't know. Come on, sit. Take a seat. I'll pull a one of the chairs over, like to the side, if he's looking that rough. He's bleeding. Because that's a big deal.
He looks very injured. You can hear some voices coming from outside. Anybody who wants to attempt to try and make it out.
You say there was something outside?
You do hear voices from outside.
Alright, so he rushed in screaming for help. He's all bloodied and beaten.
Maybe running from someone.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's a goblin, but like financial status is probably on the low end. Like, it doesn't look like he's
Eberron?
anybody important.
No.
What's the
that's
story?
important.
Or did he do something to deserve this beating?
Right? Like,
Can we take a glance out or behind him, see if anyone's coming after him?
Yeah.
I do that.
Seven, go get the mop and bucket. We got some blood to clean up in here. It's tracing all over the floor, and I can't have that in this kind of establishment.
Oh, absolutely. Right away, boss. Be right back.
Please, somebody help me! For friend's sake, they're coming!
Well, all right. Well,
What's-
head in the
what-
back. Head in the back with Seven. He's the
What?
cook.
Who's coming?
Yeah, what's coming? And I'm gonna start heading to the door to like peek out.
As
I'd also be Killian. I'd also be kind of concerned about the little tattoo I have on my neck. I'm not feeling anything? Am I?
Nope.
Okay, fair enough.
So as you look outside, you can see several figures looking to be probably about 3 feet tall, roughly Carl's height, making their way towards the front door where the goblin came in. They seem to be following the trail of blood.
All right. I'll step outside and block the door. Like, just, get in between them coming and the door.
Right on.
Does shape water work on blood?
That does not
So,
work.
No.
my character's going to see all this happening and really want to stay out of it. But you see him reach into his back pocket and pull out these 2 little machine-looking things with wheels on them.
Mhm.
He sets them down and they work their way across the floor and start scrubbing the blood away, and he casts his prestidigitation.
Hell
Nice.
yeah. Nice.
And the blood is
Ah.
just cleaned up from the door moving forward towards the back where the guy moved away.
Okay.
And just like that, I got an upgrade. I got a bouncer and a busboy.
7.
Nice.
What
That'll
was
work for
your
you, sir.
initiative?
My initiative was 3.
Nice. So Rancor, as you step outside, you see 5 halflings approaching, and one of them looks at you and says, "Oi, you didn't happen to see a goblin come this way now, did you?"
Maybe I did. What's it to you?
That little bugger stole medicine that was intended for the people of Calistan. You would know that Calistan is another neighborhood in Lower Dura. You want to make an insight check?
Absolutely.
Speaking of insight, I'll follow the goblin in after to go to 7 too to help him out as well.
Okay.
Just FYI, that's where I'll head.
Yeah, whenever you get
The
done there, I
goblin
have
seems
something
to
to do.
be telling the truth. He also, or I'm sorry, the halfling seems to be telling the truth. Based on the insight you get on him, he also like walks, talks, and moves like a criminal. These dudes could be a problem for you alone. You know for sure that you at least have Carl inside.
We'll tell you what. I'll go in with you, and we'll have a chat with the goblin friend, and we'll get this all sorted out. Because I don't like people trailing blood in my bar. I thought it was Monty's bar. My favorite bar. It's my favorite bar. It's like Cheers. Everybody knows my name. All right.
Well, I don't know how much chatting we'll be doing, but if you want to stick around, I won't stop you.
At this point, I will have snuck over to take a look and see if I recognize the halflings.
Ooh.
Are you gonna take up the rear, Ranker? As they come in, like, hold the door for them?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like that would be kind of like a soldierly move.
Mm-hmm.
Question: are there any open windows around?
No, so the way Sharn is built, like, the bar is built into a 50-foot thick wall of a tower.
Got it.
So you all see Rancor hold open the door for these halflings. Carl, you immediately recognize several of them as to be Boromar clan enforcers.
What's my standing with them right now? Or sorry, what's O'Brien's standing with them right now?
Carl O'Brien. That is a great question. Not good.
Okay. All right. Well, it's a good thing I'm O'Malley right now. And I'm just gonna like hide further back and just go full stealth.
They don't see you. They come in and immediately see. Oh my! By the flame, is that Drizzly and Wild?
That's right. Welcome to the Barking Squirrel. And are you here to see Drizzly? And also, what can I get you to order?
You might want to maybe stay back there behind the bar, old timer. Wouldn't want you to break a hip or throw your back out or anything. I don't know if you've heard, but the Boromar clan runs Old Keep now.
I just was asking what you want to drink. No need to be saying I'm old.
Oh, and I definitely heard you, but if I want anything to drink, I'll come back there and get it myself.
I'd like to see that.
What was that?
I said finest whiskey in the land.
So they moved.
If I may,
Yes.
as they were coming in, the goblin came into the back. May I make a medicine check to try and staunch his bleeding?
Most certainly.
Could I assist him in that?
Absolutely. So you have also made your way back into the kitchen.
Ooh.
And you can hear the halflings outside, but they're so distracted with Drizzly and Wild, they have not really, like, stopped to give anyone here an ocular pat down. You managed to stop the bleeding, Hubbard.
Excellent. There we go, little friend. Let's get you patched up.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you, Big Tall and Shiny.
That is what they call me.
And
That is what they call me.
your wrinkly turtle friend is quite nice too. Thank you. Thank you, old timer.
Yeah, of course. Take a drink. Here, something to help the throat too. What were you saying?
You all need to help me out. I might have broken the law a little bit, but I promise it was for a good reason.
I'm sure it was.
Marion's
Does it seem
Gate
like
is
it was?
currently suffering from a plague called the crowing cough, and here, just look.
As he opens his pack, you see 15 or so healing potions, as well as a couple of, like, scroll tubes.
Do I believe that he stole it with the best of intentions?
Make
Yeah.
an insight check.
Could I hop on that?
Absolutely.
As well? Hey, nat 20. That's
He is completely on the level.
25. Okay.
Oh, yes, they finally loaded. Okay, so I just put in your journals a newspaper clipping from today.
Ooh.
And the second article talks about disease continues to ravage Malian's Gate. He, like, gives you big Puss in Boots eyes as he's, like, hoping you believe him.
And did he say he's sick?
No, he didn't say he's sick. He said that the people of Malian's Gate are suffering from this illness.
Sure.
House Tarasco is supposed to be helping us, but I think they have some kind of arrangement with the Boromar clan, and since Malian's Gate is known to house members of Gask, they're not really helping. If anything, I think the blankets they're bringing in are spreading the disease.
Oh. Now, that's quite an accusation to be leveling, isn't it?
Oh shit, my spinach puffs. Hold on, 1 second.
Oh, yeah. Just hold on here, little fella. What was your name again, little fella? What should we call you? You and your bag of tricks there.
And a plague, how topical.
I put on a mask. Does the goblin have a name? Sprig?
Skrig. S-K-R-I-G.
Skrig, not Sprig. Well, Skrig, I'm glad you stopped by, because if you ran in somewhere else, you might not have gotten this warm a welcome. Speaking of welcomes, though, I think those fellas following you might be just outside. What do you think we should do about that now, Skrig? You want to try to sneak out? Get in one of these barrels? Seven, you got a box that could fit this guy?
Oh, absolutely. Plenty of bucks. I would like an egg crate. This is smart.
If we can get out of
Hey,
here,
Killian. How tall is the goblin?
He is maybe 3 inches taller than you.
Okay. So because he's like my height, where is he currently at? He's back behind the bar, right?
He's in the kitchen.
He's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I will have come back there to overhear like what was going on, and I'm gonna use my disguise kit on him to see if I can make him look less goblin-y.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Right on. So you would overhear
Eyes,
Scrig,
ears back. Yeah, there we go.
saying,
If we can get to one of the sewer drains, we can go through the sewers. The halflings won't be able to follow us there, but I'm afraid that they're on the lookout for me right now.
Can't say that's where I thought my day was gonna take me, but I suppose, Lord willing, that might be where I'm supposed to be. So, Scrig, you're covered in this weird face paint that our friend here just rubbed all over you. What was your name again, Mr. Halfling, sir?
Carl O'Malley.
Carl O'Malley. Great to meet
Atticus, what was
Brooks.
your initiative?
It was definitely 3.
Also 3. Carl,
Yeah.
what was yours?
10.
Man, you guys are not off to a good start. So
No, we are
Julius, Monty, and Rancor are all watching as these halflings are over here, like, getting Drizzly and Wild autographs. And, like, all talking to each other in halfling about it.
So, you're famous, huh?
He looks over, smiles real big, and says, "Oh yeah, local celebrity."
That's nice. I moved down a
What,
chair.
what is Grizzly in?
It's getting too crowded.
He's
for
a
me over
half
here.
elf.
He's a half elf.
Mm-hmm. So at this point, one of them walks around the bar and comes over to your beer barrel.
In halfling, I'll ask him if he needs a lift.
He kind of like tilts his head at you and says, "Oh no, I think I got it." And takes out a dagger, stabs a hole in the barrel, and then lays down underneath with his mouth open as your, like, one of your last 7 barrels of beer is, like, pouring out not only all over this halfling's, like, face and chest, but, like, a little bit of it's going in his mouth. He literally, like, served himself the least efficient way possible.
Well, that's prone, isn't it?
It is.
Those 2 little robots I put down earlier
Uh-huh.
start making their way behind the bar and sucking up the extra beer. Slowly.
Right on.
7, gonna need a mop.
Hold it, boss. Coming right up.
Julius, what was your initiative?
It's Julius, sir,
Julius, sorry.
and 18.
Oh.
Mine was 21.
Rancor and
Oh.
Monty. Monty's was 21, so Rancor.
11.
Is the bottom of this bar top like open? Is it sitting on stilts or is it like closed down to the floor?
It is down to the floor.
Okay.
Are we going in a turn order at the present, or can I do something?
You can do something.
As I see him go back there and mess with the barrels, I start making my way around to the various tables, and as I pass by each one of them with the other patrons that are there, I just kind of lean in and do a be on the lookout for these guys. I don't like them. I think they're going to start trouble. You're not going to let them take this bar, are you? Using my background feature of Heart of Darkness. Those who look in your eyes can see that you have faced unimaginable horror and that you're no stranger to darkness. Though they may fear you, commoners will extend you every courtesy and do their utmost to help you. Unless you've shown yourself to be a danger to them, they will take up arms to fight alongside you. Bar fight, baby.
Make a persuasion roll with advantage.
Sure. Not bad.
All right, so all of these like regulars in the bar are definitely like kind of sizing these halflings up and figuring out who they might have the best chance of squaring up against. Another halfling jumps up on the bar, runs and leaps over to here on top of one of your other barrels and begins like stabbing it with his sword, and then continues to like jump up and down on it until he falls in.
Hey, come on now. That is just alcohol abuse.
Nice.
We know Monty, right? This is not our
Good
first
one,
time at this
Stephen.
bar, correct?
You've been here a few times, for sure.
How big are those barrels again?
It's big enough that there is a halfling inside of one now.
Such a waste to get barrels. Can I try to make my way around the bar?
Most certainly.
7, where is that blasted broom?
So as you get over to here,
I am right here,
one of the
boss. Say the
halflings
word.
stops you and says, "Now where do you think you're going, Mr. Not So Fancy Pants anymore?"
Don't want any trouble, sir. Just place of a good barrel in the back. I'm gonna repair it so you can refill it with beer, and you
He
can come back and
takes
drink
two
more.
fingers and like pokes you in the belly button and says, "Well, what if trouble's found you? It seems like it has."
Like I said, sir, don't want any trouble. And who's this behind me?
That is just a local bar patron.
All right. Well then, Rancor, you may see as a small tube runs down the back of my leg and curls to the front of my foot, and I say, by the way, I think you should be careful. They did spill a lot of food around here before, and grease casts out in front of me.
So as the grease like slides over the floor, he looks at you kind of like stunned at first, and they kind of speak to one another in halfling for a second. Monty, you would be able to hear them saying that they're going to like beat Julius and take whatever valuables he has on him.
Well, if possible, since I'm artificing this, I would like it to only be in the 10-foot area around those two.
Mm-hmm.
And if it goes out underneath them, they have to make a dex check.
Right on. So I'm gonna... Who speaks halfling? Obviously Monty.
I do.
Carl does. Anybody
I
else?
do not.
Okay. So, Monty, you would be first to act. And Carl, make a perception check for me.
I can do that.
All right.
I'm assuming I take the first number, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's just 16.
So you would hear them saying they're about to start a fight out there. You have made the goblin look less goblin-y with like some tape and some makeup and a wig. And now it just looks like a really ugly gnome.
Nice.
So here's another idea. Monty needs a mop. What if we flip this fella upside down, and we use the wig like the end of a mop and try to sneak him out like that. Seven, what do you think?
While I appreciate the comedy of the situation, I don't think that would be terribly effective.
That's fair. All right. That's fair. Carl, you did
really
great
prefer
work.
not to be used as a map, thank you.
Sure. Sorry. Sorry about that, Scrig. Didn't mean to offend.
All right, so pretty much I heard
Fine,
these
fine.
halfling guys saying that they're gonna start a fight.
Mm-hmm.
With the guy who just offered to repair your barrels for free.
Mm-hmm. So I got a halfling in front of me, on his back,
Yep.
kind of drinking beer out of a hole in a barrel, and then I got another one that's just jumped in.
Yes.
Okay. Well, in halfling, I'm gonna be like, not if I start one first. Well, I'm sorry. Not if I start one first. And on the one who's laying down, I'm gonna hit him.
All right.
I don't have my mop. Could really use a mop.
I'm a man on the back, so never will attack in the turtle bar, blitz.
So you hear Mani say something in halfling, and like turn around and do this like really impressive spinning heel kick down towards the halfling on the floor with much more speed than you would have been expecting, Rancor Julius.
Holy
you want to
shit.
make an attack?
All right. Is that advantage because he's prone?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Curb stomped him.
Ooh, he's
You just see it like smash down onto this halfling's chin with a lot of force, and you see the ground like kind of crack a little bit underneath him. It was like pretty old and dilapidated to begin with, so like, you know, a little, you could have jumped up and down over there, but it still looks cool. You want to roll damage, Mr. Sweeney?
Yeah.
You click the unarmed strike button.
Wait.
Right where it says unarmed strike under the 22.
Oh, I see.
ooh, fancy. Ooh.
I like roll.
See
You
how that works now.
hear
Yeah.
the halfling yell out in pain as he like sits up and spits out 3 teeth and like wipes the blood off of his mouth. And in English he says, "You're gonna pay for that, old man. Don't think just because you're a fossil I'm gonna hold back."
Well, that didn't affect my hip, did it? I have a bonus attack.
Right on.
I have a bonus action. He's still prone, so that's advantage.
Yep. He like sits up but hasn't stood up yet.
Okay.
And you just see Monty spin around and like deliver another like back kick straight to the face. And roll damage,
Hell
sir.
yeah.
And the halfling just like falls on the ground, kind of like seizing a little bit. From behind, these other halflings yell to the one in the barrel, "Hey, stop fucking around. You need to beat this old man."
I'm using my movement. I'm gonna move over to the guy in the barrel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't have any other actions left, so
Right
that's
on.
where I'm gonna be.
Julius Hansman.
Alright, well, I guess Grease is now my action, right?
Yes.
All right.
Or
well,
no,
Grease,
that would have already happened.
Yeah, it was prior combat.
That's what kind of like set the whole thing off.
Okay. Did those two then make a dex check?
Not yet. They don't make it.
All right. They both fall prone. Wow. And since they are prone, I'm going to take a step back.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna grab the crossbow that was sitting on my jacket on the chair next to me
Okay.
and take a shot at the one that's on the ground.
Right on. You do have disadvantage because they're on the ground.
Oh, true. Shit. Wait, but they're on the ground.
That's where you
Okay.
work best with
Melee.
that disadvantage.
Never mind. I do not move back and grab my crossbow. If I can
Right on.
retcon that.
Yep. Your dude
I'm just
would
gonna-
be competent enough that he would know.
Yep. I'm gonna pull the knife off my hip, flip it around a little bit with like a gear attachment that's on the side,
Oh yeah.
and gonna go, I really fucking hate people taking advantage of others, and slam down into his thigh.
Okay.
Escalate the shit out of that combat. Come on.
Hi, somebody else has already killed someone.
Wait, he's dead.
It's hard
Yeah.
to tell, but you
That's the
definitely
first one.
land.
For
The
piercing.
halfling yelps out in pain. You're gonna fucking pay for that, not so fancy pants.
I think you're the one in debt with all that beer. And then I will step away.
Good line.
Right on.
Grabbing my
Rancor?
shit as I go.
You know what? I'm gonna extend my arm, and from the forearm of it up is gonna pop like what looks like a little tube, but it's square. It's a square barrel, and out of the side of it, I'm gonna pull a little lever out, and I'm gonna fire 3 shots. One here, one here,
So you would be at
and
disadvantage.
one here. At disadvantage?
Yeah, because
Oh, no.
these two are on the ground.
Not at them, on the ground, and at this at this gentleman's feet.
Oh, okay.
3 shots,
like
just
warning shots. Okay.
Yep.
So if they're warning
And-
shots, I'm not gonna make you roll because
Yeah.
like you would be able to hit the ground no problem.
Yeah.
So we've just hit everybody that's outside here. I want to take a 10-minute break to refill for drinks and use the bathroom. If that's cool with everybody.
That is appreciated.
And I'm going to put up my BRB screen.
Cool.
And it says we'll return at 10:30, so I'll see you at 10:30.
Awesome. All right.
All right.
Rad.
Does that mute us, or are we still on the stream when you do that?
We would be on the stream if you didn't actually turn the volume down for any of it.
Ah. Well, let me
Well,
see.
actually, it depends on his setup, so it may be fully muted. I think we're good.
Well, I can find out.
I'll be right back, boys.
Check 1, 2.
We can hear you.
I don't think I'm hearing anything through the.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, I am. Never mind then. Okay. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, we're still on the volume.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get a drink then. Be back in a few.
Same here.
Julius, your name is Chris, correct?
No, my name is Corey.
Corey. Hi, Corey.
Corey.
Seven's name is also Corey.
Yeah, there's multiple Corys in the group.
Incredible. Okay. Good to know. Sick. I got it. So, and then Isaac's Carl. I know Isaac. He's the only other guy I know. Killian. What's Rancor's name? Is it Steven?
Yep.
Okay, I think I saw that on Facebook. What's Monty's name?
Monty is Chris.
Sweeney.
Got it. Hi, Chris.
Wait, who's talking?
Matt.
Oh, Atticus. Matt,
Yeah.
what's up, man?
Hey, man. Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Dude.
There's another old person.
I love the voice for the character you got going on.
Gotta love an old man.
Absolutely.
I was definitely not expecting Monty to be a monk. So that's why you guys said he's spry. It all makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So spry.
That old 70-year-old man, but still like ripped with like 10 abs.
Amazing.
Yeah, I got the bow flex. Now I can kick all y'all's asses.
I'm gonna send you a friend request, Matt.
Sick. I'll accept it.
Oh my god, now we're friends.
I won't sit on it for a month like most other people's.
Yeah, that's always weird. It's like, hi, so-and-so requested you. I'm like, no, I don't know this person.
Wait, friend request on what?
There he is, Chris Sweeney. On Grinder.
That's what I figured.
Man, it really stinks that I don't get my cunning action until level 2.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Every time I cast a spell with an Artificer, I'm trying to like figure out how to describe it now, and it is so much
I
fun.
love it. It's so cool. Wait, what? I thought we
The
were
additional flavor.
I
is
thought we
nice.
were level 3. Aren't we level 3?
Oh yeah,
No, we're
that's
level
what I was told. Yeah, we're at level 3.
Level 1.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
No,
Stop it.
no, I think he was right. Level 3 is totally correct. Yeah.
How bad?
Alright.
If you need to differentiate between the Corys, it's Hubbard and Armstrong.
Hubbard and Armstrong. Incredible.
Hubbard is
Okay,
7, Armstrong is
no-
Julius.
No joking. Okay, nice. Thank you. That was Hubbard talking. Thank you.
Yep.
No joke. I totally thought Killian said we're level 3.
Nah, level 1.
Alright.
Starting fresh.
No, it's all the Boromir clan guys that are level 3. We'll be fine.
Does anybody else have Killian stream up?
I do
No.
not.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's you, me, and him watching, and just me on mine apparently.
You know what? Why don't I do it on my phone? So I'm not. I worry about this computer. That's why I'm not doing it. But if I do it on my phone, it should be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm really happy with my PC build right now because it's streaming to my own. I'm watching my own stream to make sure it's running. I'm also watching Killian's stream. I'm running Roll20 and I have like 3 other tabs up. And I have Discord running and a few other things. And I'm at like 50% CPU, 30 memory. It's really nice.
Don't lie. You got WoW running in the background. You're doing that in between turns.
No, I quit WoW.
Yeah.
WoW took too much of my life.
Who
in
even
college.
plays WoW anymore?
Corey, how do
Like,
you
you get-
spell your Twitch handle?
It is. I will throw it in the chat.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just scared about bandwidth because I live in the boonies.
Ivy
We got
said
that
that there's
gigabit.
something showing up that's not supposed to be in the bottom of the screen on mine, but I'm not seeing it.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing it.
I see it too.
What is it?
It's the bottom portion of the chat. I see
Well,
pending
like,
for
yeah, there's,
plain and
there's
simple
that. But she
Oh.
said there was, like, something that said, like, start the stream or something like that. I'm wondering if it was...
Is she like an admin on your channel or something, or?
No, she was just, like, looking at, like, checking it out for me. Sort of thing, because she used to stream.
Nope.
So she's
I don't see anything.
trying to, you know, give me some advice.
Nice. Yeah, this whole thing is very weird to try to stream and play at the same time when you need the same mics and video and all this other crap.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time trying to figure out setting it up. But anyway, so Carl, from outside of the kitchen, you hear a couple of crashes. You also hear...
I wasn't done.
Oh, I'm
I wasn't
sorry.
done.
Keep on
We
going.
cut the break right after I fired. Yeah. Now I led you in here so you could look, and so we could chat. All you've done is cause the bartender trouble. Now we're gonna cut this shit out and we're gonna talk, or I'm gonna bring out the horse slayer. And I bring out the giant sword from my back and just slam it into the ground right next to me. The thing is as tall as I am and like a good 7 inches wide.
For a moment, my brain goes to, sir, did you say horse or whore? And are you talking about your sword or the other part?
He's
It's how
talking
I-
about his.
I lean in towards the Boromir guys and grin. It's how I used to take down cavalry in the war. One slice right through a horse's head. And I'd like to intimidate them if I could. If that counts as intimidation.
Yeah, that would count as intimidation.
I'm intimidated.
I'm aroused.
Big money. Fuck!
As you do,
First one in the
slam
new
it into the
campaign. Hell
floor,
yeah!
Your sword, like, just goes straight through, slips out of your hand, and there's a thud as the guard, like, slams into the floor.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
The
that
halflings
was
kind
me
of,
on a
like,
whim.
laugh for a minute. Well, it doesn't seem like you're very good with that thing. At this point, Drizzly and Wild is kind of backing away. And then, Carl, you hear a commotion from outside. What would you like to do?
Well, seeing as Monty is known to me and I frequent the bar fairly often, I wouldn't necessarily say that we're friends, but we're definitely at least acquaintances.
Sure.
And so yeah, anybody fucking with Monty is honestly like not cool with me. So the real question is I can't actually see anyone, so I have to move out. Just go there. Oh, and now I can see people.
It's crazy how that works.
Right? It's phenomenal. So there's this guy here. And that guy there. Is anybody looking at me?
At this point, no.
Would using my disguise kit, would that be considered a bonus action?
I think that would be a full action.
For a pre-registered last name?
No.
No.
You've got this stuff in pretty short order. That's less of using your disguise kit and pulling out one of your pre-existing things. but make a disguise kit roll.
Okay. Well, first, that would be a bonus action, though, right?
It would be an action.
That would be an action. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to actually hide. So that'd be a stealth roll, correct?
Yes, sir.
Because I don't want to attack them while they're on the ground.
Because they're not paying attention to you, I would say that you have advantage, and so yeah. Carl
Nobody's
is the win.
It's gone.
And is that your turn, sir?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right. So these two halflings on the ground are both going to attempt to stand up. One attempts to stand and quickly falls over. What's your spell DC, Corey?
Hubbard?
Armstrong.
Which Corey?
Sorry.
Oh,
Forgot.
Which one?
Spell save DC 14.
Okay. So both of them try and get up, immediately slip, and just kind of lay there cursing.
Okay. I don't want to ruin
one,
that.
However,
No, I'll let it run. I'm okay with it.
is going to run towards Monty, pulls out a heavy crossbow, and takes a shot at him.
Son of a bitch.
But it jams, so he is going to just attempt to throw it at you.
Glad I'm not the only one.
Does 1 bludgeoning damage. And with that, would Seven or Atticus be moving first? You guys are in the same room, so.
What's your dexterity?
My
Atticus?
my dexterity is a 7, so I think you would go first. 7.
Fits a turtle. I like it.
Amen.
Let's see. Yes, my dexterity is a 15, so I think I shall go first.
Close.
Close one, no cigar. Okay. DM,
Yes.
is this section of the bar, how do I highlight?
It's a tavernin, 7. Get it right, it's a tavernin.
You would have to be on the other side of this door here.
Okay, that was going to be my question. Is that is a door. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move here. Okay.
Sounds good.
Sorry, my thing is loading very slowly. I apologize.
Right on.
There is a person right underneath a big red button that I cannot see. Forward and to my left.
This one.
I'm
Wrong thing. You're talking about this one?
It is not letting me ping. There we go. That one right there. I'm going to look at him and I'm going to pull out a small thing of ash wood from my pocket, look at him and go, Droog. And I'm going to cast Charm Person.
Right on.
Nice.
That is a wisdom save.
Correct. And if he's in combat with friends, he has advantage on save.
No, 19.
He succeeds.
Okay.
He glares over at you and says, your magic won't work on me, Rusthead. And is that your turn, sir?
Yes, that is my turn.
Atticus.
All right. I'll look down at Scrig and go, well, looks like it's just you and I, little fella. See a mop around here anywhere? I'll look around and,
Scrig points over to this corner.
all right. Grab it.
It's right
Come
over
with me.
there.
Yeah, all right. You get it. Stay behind me, would you? And I'll step out right after,
After 7.
after 7, yeah.
Scrig comes over, grabs the mop.
I think I can move my. There it is. Hey now. I will cast Bless, and cause Monty, I just met Monty and 7, and that means they're very close friends. I'll cast it on both of them, and then I don't think I can see anyone else from this angle, so I'll use the other one on Scrig. So you all have a D4 to add to attacks and rolls and saves.
Oh, I feel a sparkly glowy.
Well, yeah, let the
Thank
River
you.
King take care of you. Yeah, no worries.
What?
Monty, what's
Thank
going
you,
on? I
River
got
King.
your mop. I'll tell you later. That's it. That's yeah. That's
So
me.
Scrig is gonna toss the mop to Atticus, who tosses it to Monty.
Alley-oop.
And Monty catches the mop, and you are up.
Just not even looking. I just sense the mop coming to my peripheral, and I grab it. And then, this sumbitch is still in a barrel, isn't he?
Yes.
All right.
You can hear
Well-
some, like, bubbling and gurgling in there.
That's perfect. So, with the mop, I'm just gonna stick it in that bucket, in that barrel.
Like
And
you're
I'm gonna
churning
try
butter.
and, like I'm turning butter, and I'm just gonna try and keep them down there. And intermittently, between common and halfling, I'm gonna alternate words, being like, I'm gonna watch you die. But anybody who speaks common, all they hear is watch you die.
And from inside, you just hear.
Yeah. And I get all wild-eyed and crazy looking.
Julius Hansman.
That is my turn, sir.
Amazing.
Alright, you sons of bitches. I'm gonna move up, pull out the crossbow, take a shot at this guy.
Okay.
Leave the barkeep be. And 13.
That will hit.
Non-piercing, so. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna look at which I don't think I actually know his name yet. I've just been calling him Barkeep. Barkeep, drown that fucker. And I toss him a small circular disc that sticks to his shoulder, casting Sanctuary on him.
Ooh.
This halfling over here yelps out in pain and turns to look at you, who fired this crossbow bolt that's like sticking out of his arm. You're gonna die for that, Mr. Not So Fancy Pants. And is that your turn, Corey?
That's my turn. Fuck
Is
you, shiny
Sanctuary
boy.
a bonus action?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll throw it in the thing.
Right on. Just double checking. Rancor, you are up.
What would it be to pick up my weapon? Can I just do so, or is it?
Strength.
Oh, because it's stuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So a strength check or athletics
Either one.
is just a strength, just a straight.
Athletics is cool.
Okay. All right.
You
Cool.
just rip it up out of the ground pretty effortlessly.
Oh, you guys think that's funny? Keep laughing. It makes it more fun for me. And I'm gonna run up here and I'm just gonna start wailing on this guy with it. I haven't tried rolling through this thing, so let's see how it works. Okay, and then I suppose I click on the damage.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
No, you click on Greatsword, the word.
I did, and that's what did the. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go. You click on it in the
Yeah.
chat thing. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. So cool. I hit him
Nice.
for 10 slashing.
As you like slam the sword down and drag it across the ground, you just like flay this halfling, splitting him in two. Or I'm sorry, not flay, cleave.
Cleave.
Jesus.
And then
Oh God.
It
This
does
guy's still on
damage
the ground,
floor,
right?
though. Yes.
sorry, Monty. I'll pay for that. This guy's still on the ground, so I'll turn after cleaving that guy, and I'll fire another crossbow bolt, but at this guy.
Okay. Jam.
It jams.
Not jelly. Jam. And is that your turn, sir?
Yeah.
Carl. Oh.
Can I use a quick free action to speak?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look over after firing my crossbow and everything else going on and go, patrons, get out or help the man who serves you.
Isaac, are you talking?
Sorry,
Oh, there we go.
I'm back. I forget that
Carl,
there's a
you were
mute
up,
button.
sir.
Yeah, so I'm going to move right here, and since I can occupy the same space as other people, it's very nice.
Ooh.
It is. I am going to make a old stabbery doo with my short sword.
On this guy?
Yes, sir.
You would have advantage
You
because he's still on the
stubborn.
ground.
Well, that's a 23
That will hit.
for 9 damage.
That's
Plus,
pretty grease.
I also am sneaky. So that's another d6 damage. Come on. So a total of 13.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
And you just see, like, blood splatter across the floor as this small, like, dark flash comes blurring out. And you see, like, the glint of a blade off of the fire. And then standing behind this other halfling as he falls down is Carl, who you didn't even notice, like, enter the room or move towards this guy.
Hell yeah.
The,
Why won't you die?
this one is gonna...
Because drowning takes a while.
And he's gonna try and kick out of the barrel, but cannot. Continues to gurgle.
This is awful. It's so much worse.
This one that seems to be the one in charge, like, puts his hands up and says, all right, I know when I'm outgunned. Perhaps we can make a deal. You know, I'm not the end-all be-all of this, and if you were to kill me, you'll be making an enemy of the Boromar clan.
What about your small folk who've already gone down? Isn't that already making an enemy?
If you... he, like, looks over at the dude in the barrel and, like, kind of quickly assesses whether or not he can still hear him. He says, they're all just foot soldiers. New blood. So, you know, they won't be missed too much, but if... And he looks at Monty. Old timer, if you could maybe find it in your heart to not drown, Jesk over there, it might go a long way towards a gesture of good faith.
He already is. He's serving him a drink, aren't you?
The best drink he's ever had.
Dang.
So
Well, I got-
7, you would be up, sir.
I got 5 more barrels, 4 more bodies.
So I'm going to look at the same guy I did before, the Luthor who was just speaking, and say, I saved Drug, and I cast Charm Person again. Wisdom save.
'What's your spell save DC?
14.
He is suddenly seeing things your way. Can't really remember why you all were fighting in the first place.
Oh.
What is going on here? The last thing I knew, we were having a friendly little scuffle and things got wildly out of hand. What
Is water under the bridge? Some of your friends, they were overly rude to my boss. So we just want to calm things down. Maybe we can have a discussion. So you and I, we are chill. The rest of these assholes.
No, my apologies, my tall metal friend. Barkeep, if you he might have had enough. We wouldn't want him to get alcohol poisoning. Jessica might not be able to manage his alcohol as well as some of the more senior members of our organization, if you know what I mean.
The contents of this barrel put hair on a man's chest. You don't want to deprive him of his manlyhood, would you?
Well, I think his feet are hairy enough. I don't know if he wants hair on his chest. But I do see your point. Perhaps it'll harden him up a little bit. A couple of days of puking it out might do him a little good, build some character.
And then I'm going to just move over here a little bit so I'm not blocking my friend, my new friend, my best friend. And that is my turn.
Atticus.
Best friend warms my heart. I'll just sort of hardly take in what's happening and just amble forward with a little like bob of the head and go, don't mind me, don't judge nothing, take your time, just gonna check to see if this guy's dead, and bend down and see if this specific thug is indeed deceased. Is he dead? Full dead?
No. He's just
No?
mostly dead.
Sick. Okay, can I make a medicine check to stabilize him?
Most certainly.
I would love to do that. Just sort of like prop him up against the wall and slap some life back into him and make sure he's not bleeding out. Not heal him, but make sure he doesn't die.
Right
Mostly
on.
die. That's not good at all. 5. No, 10. Sorry. Plus 5.
Most of his wounds close up as you see this, like, I imagine it's kind of like an airy blue, like, magical aura.
Yeah, like a little flow.
Yeah, like, you can almost see, like, the magic move across him like a flowing stream. And, he, like, coughs up some blood, but seems like he is stabilized.
Good.
And the other one looks and says, well, you know, that is very, very nice of you and greatly appreciated, sir.
Yeah, I'm happy to oblige, but don't mind me. Go ahead, keep threatening each other. Don't think that I'll get in your way. Nod to Monty. Yeah, that's it. That's my turn. I'll give Scrig a little thumbs up while he's hiding in the back, though.
Okay. Monty, you are up.
Is he dead yet? Is there an insight or?
You just hear.
Hold them under until the bubbles stop.
Well, you see, I can't really tell if these are air bubbles or if this is just the carbonation escaping.
You feel the resistance on the mop cease.
Ah, that's better. All right, so I take the mop out and I just start cleaning up the blood around this guy.
Right on.
While just staring at, what's his name?
He hasn't actually given you a name yet.
So as I'm mopping, then I'll just be like, so, you wanted me to stop? Here I am, I'm cleaning up another one of your messes. I assume you're going to be compensating me and my friends and my patrons here, especially going to be paying Drizzlian over there for ruining his performance.
Oh, but of course, most esteemed bartender, and he pulls out a stack of 20 gold Galifars and puts them on the bar. I do believe that this should about cover it. Courtesy of the Baramar clan.
Okay, I'll take the gold and How's he looking?
He still looks like he's got some fight left in him, but right now he's seeing things y'all's way.
I'll look over and just say, they ruined 2 entire barrels.
They did, didn't they?
Can I move over and just pick up my drink and sit back down at the bar?
Yeah. Drizzlian
Man.
takes his normal 2 gold from the stack and just kind of like slinks back towards the door. Yeah, Monty, I will, see you next month.
Don't worry, drinks on me. Now don't be saying nothing, you hear, and just continue to mop and just continue to mop until I'm like here.
Right on. Julius.
Well, I don't quite understand what's happening, but, good sir, that is definitely an interesting, mechanism you have working in the kitchen there. I'm quite familiar. Do you mind if I take a look?
Well,
Monty.
Well, he's due for a good polish, but don't get too friendly.
Whoa, hello. Consent,
Amazing.
consent.
Wait, is he aware?
The
Wow, just
Warforged
like
in
you
general
and me.
are sentient and aware. The early
Got it.
ones, like the Warforged Colossi, whatever they would be, only had like the intelligence of a human child, but like the Warforged designed by Aaron DeCaneth, were sentient. Like they're pretty much
Okay.
people, and there's a lot of controversy now that the war's over about like their rights.
Got it. Well, my 2 little bots that were cleaning up small stuff before are gonna move over and get rid of the grease, basically dispelling the spell. And I'm gonna move up and around the bar, and I'll hold here for the time being. I'll make my way over there, sipping my drink, working my way around the bar slowly.
Right on. Rancor.
So is the guy still drowning?
No, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead.
now.
Okay, so we have a guy who's recovering, we have 3 dead men, and we have the guy who's charmed. I'm just gonna unjam my crossbow.
I mean, none of them have to live.
And reload it, probably.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand.
Either a sleight of hand with dex or a tinkering with intelligence.
Oh. I'm really hitting it tonight.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
I swear I did not say I was going to sit in your seat before the game started. I did mention your seat, and I apologize for that.
My curse is working.
Am I the curse and you're the conduit to give it to other people? Is that what's happening here? Atticus, if you don't know, I normally roll 1s 70% more than anybody else.
Incredible.
Yeah. It happens at least 3 times a
Defies
game.
all logic. But it's really
Love
good
it.
for comedy. So you see Rancor like fiddling with his arm, but and like mumbling curse words to himself, probably. Carl.
Yeesh. Okay, so of the two halflings that are still alive would,
One of them's not really conscious. Like,
yeah, would I think that they would be capable of recognizing me? Like, have they seen me at all? Because I'm pretty sure I hid, like, because earlier I was sitting here, just kind of like peering around the corner.
yeah.
So they would recognize me if they saw me again.
No, they probably wouldn't.
All right, good. Then I'm gonna immediately hide again.
Okay. Right on. Make a stealth roll.
21.
Like the wind, Carl is just. At this point, this dude is like, so, Monty, was it? Are we good? Will this cover it? Can I, take my one friend here who managed to survive a night out in your bar back with me? You are ruthless with the hazing. They just do not make them like they used to.
Well, what do you say your name was again?
Russ Boromar,
Russ Boromar.
short for Rusky.
Short for Rusky. And, what kind of assurance do I have that, you're not gonna go ahead and take your, limp friend over there and bring more of your, kind into my bar?
I suppose all you have is my word, but I can tell you that, should I personally meet a bad end in here, my family would not take it well. I'm the only one here that is an actual member of the Boromar family. My mother sits on the council.
Sits on the council. And what's she responsible for?
She oversees... Give me just 1 second. My mother's name is Elira Boromar. She's the eldest daughter of Sidon Boromar. When he says that name, y'all are welcome to make a history check.
Could you say the name again?
Sidon, Saidan.
Given my backstory, Seven will abstain from roll.
Amazing.
I got a 15.
Atticus and Carl would both recognize the name. Not only is Sidon like one of the most infamous kind of like gangsters of Sharn, he's also married to Mala Boromar de Jarasco, who is a member of House Jarasco. The Boromar clan actually has ties by marriage to one of the dragon-marked houses.
I don't say any of that. Just nod along. I could go over and be like, "Oh, old Sidon, you know that rascal. Hope he's doing all right. If you see him, tell him Atticus says hello. And I'm just dragging the body of his friend over and just sort of like setting him next to him, patting him on the head.
Oh, I will certainly tell my grandfather that you said hello. If your friends here are willing to let me leave with my life, that is.
Right. Again, I'm not gonna get between them and this. But if you make it out, best of luck. And I'll pat him on the head and cast guidance on him.
I really wish you would get between me and them because.
Oh no, I don't like to mess with other people's, butt my head in other people's business. You know, just keep walking by.
You cast guidance on him?
Yeah, give him a little pat. I don't want him to be sad. Oh, I hear something in the kitchen. I'll be right back. I run over. I'll hobble back to Scrig. What'd you say? It just sounds like a balloon. I don't know. What?
You could negotiate my way out of here.
Get you out of here? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah. We need a box. Hold on. Seven said there's a box of. Oh wait, no. You're dressed up like a gnome now. How do you feel your acting skills are? Give me your best gnome. All right, the silent type. That works too. Sure.
He's like doing his best impression of a Zilargo gnome, like kind of strut.
Oh hey, Kyle. I don't know. Good to see you. This is a friend of mine.
Kyle?
Yeah. Don't mind us. We've got something to do this way, and I'll just walk towards him. Go somewhere else. Don't mind us. Should I roll anything?
I need you to make a deception check.
Yeah. Ooh, not bad. +1. I got a 19.
That is...
Pretty solid. So, the halfling is totally buying it. You and Scrig walk out the door.
All right. All the way out? Oh,
or like
I might,
towards the door.
Yeah, I'll go to. I'll give Rancor a little like sort of a nudge too, because I don't know. We didn't quite decide what we were doing, but
yeah, he nods in understanding.
Yeah, but I'll head out a little bit.
Are we in turn order still?
Not really, no. You guys gotta figure out if you're gonna let this halfling live or not.
The big questions.
Barkeep, do you have any, underground storage for your food?
So I wanted to say.
Say again?
So yes, for my turn, I was about to come up. I was going to look at him and was like, oh no, look, he's fine. Look, you have your friend there. He's unconscious, so you will have to, carry him a little bit. But I think it is good time for you to head on out. Have a good day. As always, have a nice day.
Is there a back way out of here? Perhaps he doesn't walk back out the front after such a disgrace.
There isn't. It's kind of built into the side of the tower.
True. Well,
throw him out.
I guess you need to go out the front, sir, and I'll kind of walk over and pat him on the back. Be like, I suppose it's time to go for you.
Oh yes, absolutely. Thank you all very much. I'm sorry that things got a little out of control. But, I think it's best that we're on our way. And
who's going to cover the damages?
grabs his friend
Very
and
good
starts
question.
dragging him towards the door. He put 20
When-
gold Galifars on the door to cover the damages.
I don't know what
I
those
had to
words
take-
mean. You should put down more.
When I tapped him on the back, I used my magical tinkering. And on his back, in small enough letters not to be like extremely recognizable, his friend's unconscious, right? Okay. It just says, "Kick me for 1 silver."
Right on.
I don't like assholes like that.
So he
Seven
drags
kind
his
of
friend
walks over
towards
with
the
him and is
door.
like walking him out. It's all no,
Atticus.
he's fine. We'll show you out. We'll help you. No, it's fine. It's fine. No worry. Like constantly, like just like assuring him. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. You can go. You're fine.
Atticus and Kyle are standing out front, and they like just you see Rusk like bringing his friend Jesk out, and you all head back in.
Take it easy now. Don't get in any more scuffles.
Come back now. You're here.
You
So,
literally
yeah.
took the words out of my mouth before I could switch filters.
So, the halflings have left at this point, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna
Boy,
come
Atticus,
completely out
that
of.
was a close one. Phew.
You did great. You ever heard of
Uh,
yes anding? You yes anding the shit out of that. I give him a pat on the head.
Rusk, or I'm sorry, Scrig walks over to Carl and says,
Thank you so much for this gnome disguise. It worked like a charm.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
walk around.
it's not a
Same.
problem at all. Just stay a little on the low side for a little while. They're probably gonna be looking out for you.
That's a good
Oh, I
advice.
feel like I make a pretty good gnome.
Seven wants to
gonna-
get everyone's attention very quickly. He goes, alright, so
Teach me how to do this more often.
Hold on. One second, Scrig. Seven was trying to say something.
I just wanted to let everyone know that is going to wear off in about an hour, and he's going to know it happened, and he's going to probably be very pissed. I suggest we mosey on out of here.
Don't you work
And-
here? You can't just leave.
Killian,
yes.
what time is it approximately?
It's getting close to 9.
All right. Well, Carl says, yeah, it's time for me to head home to get to bed. I have a appointment, and I'll catch you guys later. And then I'll tell you what I'm doing. What's up? What's up?
Well, Carl, now, why? I thought you rented a room. This is a tavernin.
Oh, my house is right
Tavern?
around the corner. Like, I don't have to rent a room. Like,
Right, but your tab is still open.
right. How much is that?
I'll take half off, and because you helped with the cleaning out the little fellas.
Okay.
Appreciate it, Monty. That's the 3rd time you've tried to skip out on me, you little shit.
Whoa. I just forgot. It was an honest mistake. Okay.
Honest mistake, yeah.
And I'll probably be seeing you tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, you'll probably see me tomorrow. What's the total there?
Well, you can still walk, so probably about 2 beers.
Well, I don't actually drink. I was just drinking water.
Yeah, I gotta filter it.
Alright, Killian, what would the cost on that be?
Probably like 2 silver.
Okay. What's the exchange rate?
10 silver to a gold.
Okay. I'll throw him 3. Just be like, sorry for almost forgetting for that.
He puts 3 silver sovereigns on the table and starts to like walk towards the door.
No, but really, he will know that happened. No, but really, he will know that it happened. I am sure he is not going to be happy. Not kidding about that.
But
Just saying.
didn't he want to get out of here anyway? He might
I
not.
don't know how much of that is he's actually wanting to get out of there, and how much of it was the spell. I don't know where the line was drawn. I just know that he's going to know that it's a thing. And if it were me, I'd be pretty pissed.
Right. Gotcha.
Well, don't worry about that. We got a couple of barrels to fix, Devin.
Speaking of, I start working my way around to the first barrel. I go, I apologize for the kerfuffle, old barkeep. And I pull out a little bit of wood and almost a spider-looking contraption and put them both on the first barrel. And it
spiders
starts...
go in the drow section, please.
It's, just hold on one moment, I apologize. And it starts fixing the hole in the barrel automatically by basically gluing and grafting this piece of wood into the cut. And I use mending on it.
Nice.
Spicy.
And then I walk over to the second barrel and go, well, we sort of need to get the body out of this one first, and not sure I can fix a hole that large as easily.
No, that barrel is gone for. We just roll down the hill.
Ah.
Roll it down the hill.
Would you mind if I help?
Just seal off the top. And, I don't know, label it fragile on it. Nobody will touch it.
I'll go back and grab some of the broken plywood from the floor and just nail across the opening to seal it.
Right
and
on.
go, all right. Let's get this out of here. Do you mind, sir? I don't quite know your name. Machine Warforged. Who are you?
My name is Steven.
7. Do you come from an output line of 7 models, or how'd you get that name?
He pulls down the side of his coat and shows the large gothic bold number 7 that's carved into the metal on his arm. I have no memory from my childhood. Childhood? I don't know if I had a childhood. I don't know from more than 5 years ago. No memory, it's blank slate. But my village gave me name of 7 because of that.
Understood. We will have long discussions later. And I also see some of your sections and tools seem to be a little loose. Could you use some help with that?
It's fine. This is how I always am. Am I broken? Monty, am I broken?
I never said broken, sir. And I'll also see this gnome in the corner.
Well, you bring up good point though. Like, if you look at someone and say, "Hey, did you know that your left eye is like ever so slightly lower than the right?" That's going to make them very self-conscious. So, Monty, am I broken?
I sincerely apologize, sir.
You took no damage, son. I think you're gonna be just fine.
I only wish.
Oh God, I can't breathe. Oh God, I can't breathe. Oh wait.
Don't worry. You are fine.
Never mind.
I am a toolsmith of some sorts. I would love to help improve your pieces. It looks as though
as you're saying
Are you
toolsmith,
propositioning me?
Rancor, you're like trying to unjam your gun, like smacking at it, and like you hear toolsmith, and your like ears perk up.
Toolsmith. What did they know you? Not so fancy pants.
Don't call me that.
Could you maybe assist with this? And that spider thing was pretty cool. I don't know what it can do, but I'm concerned. And I pull the sword out of the ground, and the sword, since it went through the dwarf, it was holding his innards together. And as I pull it up and out, his guts just spill into the floorboards.
Oh god.
I cover.
I don't know how to fix that.
I cover Squig's eyes as that happens.
I go, oh Jesus. And you just hear me whistle, like the 2 fingers between the teeth. And the 2 little robots that were hiding in a corner now after this whole fight come up and start slowly cleaning up the blood. Prestidigitation again.
Look at those. They're really cool.
Careful, I don't know if they
Yeah.
bite or not.
Oh,
Do they bite?
only if I tell them to.
Do they?
Ooh.
Well, you shouldn't bite them either, probably.
Please don't. They
Yeah,
took a while to put together.
you said please, Squig. Can I check the bag Squig had? I know there are potions. What were the scrolls that he had?
I'll be back in just a moment.
Yep. There is a scroll of remove curse. There is also 2 scrolls of lesser restoration and a scroll of cure wounds at 3rd level.
Oh wow, these are rather special. Squig, you got anyone? You know anyone that could even use these?
Maybe. All I know is I need to help the people in my neighborhood feel better.
Oh, I love this guy. Well, Squig, I might be able to use some of these if you wanted a hand.
That
If
would
you
be swell.
swell indeed. I'll turn to Rancor and go, I don't know if this little guy even understands what's happening. Maybe how much trouble he's in. Okay, yeah. I don't. How old are you anyway? I don't want to insult you. I don't want to treat you like a child.
I'm 12 and a half.
Okay, he's a child, and there's a lot of.
By goblin standards, most of us only live to be about 15 if we're lucky.
Okay, he's an
Holy
old
shit,
man.
he's a
I
clone.
don't think
He's a goddamn clone.
he's a clone trooper.
I'm not a clown.
Crone.
It's
He's
from
a
a
crone.
puppet show.
Oh, I'm a
Oh, he's a
crone.
crone.
Oh,
Um,
I'm not a crone.
Village Elder over here.
We
I apologize, lost myself in
short
solitaire for a moment.
lifespans because of our predilections to warfare and violence.
okay. Gosh, I caught
And
some
being
of
really
that.
susceptible to disease and, smaller than monsters who might eat
Right.
us. And, most of you people treat us like we're the monsters.
You people, what? There's a lot going on
I
here.
didn't mean you, Atticus. Or you, metal guy.
The
Okay.
Warforged going, what do you mean, you?
Right. Well, I don't know about you all, addressing now everyone, but I would personally like to make sure this little fella gets where he's going without more of those thugs rustling his feathers.
That would be much appreciated.
Well, we
Not to
did
mention,
help him a lot.
we did. Maybe we could borrow a couple of these potions and scrolls as well for our own uses after we help out, of course, Squig.
Well, how about he just
Taking
Use
payment
those
after a
to help
job's
his
not a
kind,
good
and
idea
then
there.
what?
What were you saying, Monty?
What?
I mean, he could use that for his people, and then I mean, he seems pretty gifted at,
Why,
getting
thank
those
you.
kind of supplies again. Maybe he could help us getting some of those later on.
That's not a bad idea. Maybe we could have another visit with that Rusky fella. On our terms, as Seven says, he's gonna be coming back hot and heavy at some point.
I don't know if he will. You guys kind of plowed through his little gang of wannabes there.
That's true.
He was kind of begging for his life even before Tin Man here did what he did.
That's true. Speaking about begging for his life, that guy in that barrel, I feel like maybe I should say a few words for. You know, that was not a soft ending to a rather hard life.
Oh, he died like how he wanted to.
Well, hold on now. What was that, Julius?
He sort of chose his own demise.
That's true, but
Well,
no one chose that.
I heard a lot of struggle.
You live by the drink, you die by the drink, and
for
you
penny.
jump into a barrel full of the drink that the barrel's bigger than you. How did he expect to get out in the first place?
Fair
Well,
enough.
you know,
Not blocking his exit, but that, that's neither here nor there. Thank you guys for helping me.
You're welcome, Screech. You're welcome.
Rancor,
just-
let me
yeah.
see that crossbow.
Oh, nice.
What were you saying, sweetie?
Thanks, appreciate it.
Just
well, he
Yeah.
fulfilled his dream of deep sea diving and spelunking all in one. Life very fulfilled.
Absolutely.
fair.
You are a real... you should start a foundation where you grant wishes.
Like a
Teach a man how to brew, and he's drunk for the rest of his life.
That's it.
Short, that may be.
He's making a lot of sense. For not
Yeah, well-
being born. Smart guy.
While I'm showing Julius my arm, Ranker says, this is a bar that we kind of enjoy. I think that's the common ground we have here. And I honestly don't think abandoning it is the best idea. If this guy does come back, Monty's going to be out of a bar. They're going to burn it to the ground. So
That's a good point.
let's see if they show up tomorrow. If they don't, we'll move on. If they do, we'll do something about it.
like hell, I'm gonna be renewing this lease.
Supplies to Marion's Gate tonight. My kids are sick.
Ow.
What'd you say, Squeaker?
I need to get these supplies back to Marion's Gate tonight. My kids are very sick.
Yeah, let's get
Most
onto
I
of
think
us
you might
gone.
need to bring down the squeak just a little bit there, sir.
Just slightly. You were saying something about
I'm sorry,
you
I
think
get,
he'd.
I get excited whenever I'm talking about something I'm passionate about.
Pronunciate, sir. Pronunciate.
I need to get back to Marion's Gate tonight because
Yeah.
my kids are
Oh.
very sick. And I don't
Oh.
know if they will make it if they
You're
don't
12
get
years
this
old.
medicine.
All
The
right.
children.
Okay.
I mean,
Fair
my
enough.
kids are almost adults now. I'm just waiting for them to move out of the house. They're 5 and 7.
I'm learning a whole lot.
Very quickly.
Learning a whole lot right now about.
And where is this place?
Marion's Gate.
Marion's Gate.
How far away is that from the bar?
Yeah, how far is that from where we are?
Ooh.
Does he need assistance with this? Holy crap.
Oh
Spooky.
my.
Mallion's Gate, and we're in Old Keep. Alright, so when do the Titans attack, and where? Would it be this wall, or...
Real quick, Killian, what is my stat for tool checks? Is it X, intelligence?
It's intelligence.
All right, that's not too far.
Ha, ha, ha.
Y'all
This-
are here at home base, which I can
The barking squirrel. Best bar name ever.
Goddamn right it is.
Well, shall we, since we have all been in this together, shall we take a drink and head out on towards the gate?
Absolutely. We'll go ahead and have a quick drink and head on down.
6 hours later. Yeah, the especially kids are in trouble. You know, Scrig will help you out. Yeah, I'm ready whenever. Anyone get hurt during that? I didn't see if any of us got hurt. They did for sure.
No, I was keeping very keen eye on everyone's damages. I like to make sure people, stay alive. And
Okay.
no one took any damage as far as I could tell.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
out a
we
mean
both-
paper cut.
Like you said.
That's about it.
Okay.
Ranker rolls his eyes, sighs
Might have
under
to
his
amputate.
breath, and goes, "How did I get into this?" Takes a piece of parchment and writes, "Going to go do something stupid for stupid people that probably don't deserve it." Puts it on the bar, slams a knife into it. So Carl knows where I'm going. Malian's Gate. I
Love it.
Parentheses at the
I
bottom.
believe you've done enough damage to this bar.
Did Carl roll out?
Yeah, he went to bed.
Check your whispers, Killian.
Strict bedtime.
Quick question for reference later on, DM. Since 7 is a Warforged, can I do tinkering checks in the future for healing?
If you guys want to play that way, technically,
I feel like it won't come up too often, but I'm curious.
technically in 5th edition, you can heal the Warforged as if, like, they were a regular person. If, like, for flavor and extra challenge, you want to do it that way, I'm cool with it. Or if you want to keep the ease of mechanics simple, we can do it that way too. But whatever you all decide is what we're going with.
I think it's going to more so be flavor later on, because 7, you are technically healer-ish?
Yes.
Alright, so I guess it's going to more so be technical improvements and things. But in a very tight bind, maybe a small D healing at some point.
Superficial, mending
Yeah.
cracks in armor, buffing things,
Yes.
etc. Like, yeah.
Like a
Okay.
healer's kit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you get a D4 because I tinkered with your arm.
Yeah.
Something like
The way that it's written technically is that you treat Warforged, even though they are artificial in construct, they are maintained through life-giving magic. So they are treated as creatures for all intents and purposes.
Word.
So you can't use mending on a creature, so you can't use mending on a Warforged. But again, for superficial things like cleaning or buffing, that'd be one thing. But to actually restore HP, it
Here
doesn't
is-
really. It's not meant
I'll
to
treat
work
it.
that
I'll
way.
treat it more as like upgrading.
Corey, hang
Armor
on,
and
hang on,
things like
hang
that.
on. The one caveat to this is instead of like having to get a magical item to do like a prosthetic, if you don't lose the limb like completely, like it falls off of something into like a pit of lava, I will say that Julius can reattach body parts to you specifically through
Oh.
mending.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
I could see that. Okay.
7, you're going to become my masterpiece, my mech of destruction and health. I'm also going to paint some sick-ass flames all along your
Do
arms.
the flames make me go faster?
Mentally, yes.
Very well. I'll allow it.
Plus, it will also make your cooking better. You seem to be into cooking. Am I wrong?
Ahem. I don't mean to break this up, but my kids.
Yes, the
Right.
children, the children. Shall we?
Right.
The
Kids.
children.
Shall we shimmy on out of here?
Yep.
Baby's not
Where's the
money.
drinks, Monty? Sorry, barkeep. What is your name, barkeep?
Name's Monty. Now let's get out of here.
Nice to meet you, Monty.
They're only gonna live 7 years tops anyway, but whatever. That's just stupid.
Hey,
And
one,
start
They're gonna
heading
have
towards the door.
The best 7 years of their young life.
But he's not
Like
your.
Vols.
Well, he's still your kid, but he's not a kid anymore.
All right, let's go. As you see me turn away,
True.
just under my collar, you see a small mark that's slightly glowing and has a strike through it, but it's not a scar. It almost seems magical in nature. And I'll leave it there.
So you're Itachi, is what you're saying.
I killed my entire village.
Little slash through the village hidden in the leaves symbol there.
Why? Why did you, Killian? Didn't I?
Believe it.
That's not lore, but that's exactly the reference I brought up to
Canon.
Killian when I was trying to talk about the symbol.
I watched too much
Not
anime.
canon. Thank you.
I don't know what this Naruto which you speak is.
It's another puppet show.
But
It's another
It's a
puppet
play.
show. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
it's a puppet show. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm already walking out the door.
Nope. Julius, coming.
What? What?
No, we're coming. We're coming with you. Go ahead. Lead the way.
So I guess we walk out of the bar.
Yeah, we head wherever Scrig wants to lead us.
Does anybody want to get that small one that was here before, or shall we leave him be?
Carl?
Is that what
I
his
don't
name-
know. I don't know where he is. Yeah, I think I met him. Yeah, I think I know his name.
Yeah, I don't think any of you guys actually know where
Yeah, I
he
think
is.
he. No, I think he said he needed to go to sleep.
He needed to head out. Probably had
Yeah.
something real important to do.
he was making like
An
a baby.
appointment in the morning, I think he said.
Very well. For ease of travel, it might be best if we make our way through the sewers. That way,
What's with you and sewers?
I know my way through the sewers, Atticus.
Oh, this just gets better and better.
Why would we travel through the sewers?
Because the Boromars aren't welcome down below. And
I guess
so
sewers
we
is probably
minimize
like
our
river.
risk.
Well, you are disguised, sir. Stay to the middle of the group, and we shall move as a pack.
I can put you in a box if you want.
I don't necessarily want to walk through
I
a
forgot
sewer.
about my gnome costume. You're absolutely right. I make a fabulous gnome.
Hey, Rancor. Hey, I just determined the name for a group. We are Poop Patrol.
Oh,
Can
all
this
things
little one
considered,
fit in
you're
somebody's
not
backpack?
wrong.
Like Paw Patrol.
What? Wait, what did you say, Julius?
Can this little one fit in someone's pack?
I keep
Some
trying to put him
kind.
in things. I don't think.
Can
I
he
think he
fit-
might be
do you have-
claustrophobic.
I have my own pack. I can't go in your pack.
Well, that's up to you. Do you trust the disguise, or do you want to be hidden?
I'm gonna work with my gnome disguise right now. I believe in that other little guy and his
All right.
handiwork.
All right, little one. I would give you some extra height, but I'm sort of out of sustenance to cast anything here.
Well,
That's the-
if this costume fails, there's always the sewers.
It's always the sewers. Let's
Well,
go, Scrig.
let
Stop
me-
talking about sewers.
Oh God. Would I be able to attempt to make stilts out of the bar stools?
Yeah, totally.
If you don't want to be
Assume-
noticed, you're gonna need to be a little bit taller than what you are now. And
Before you do anything, Armstrong, Seven comes up, pets you on the back and go, I believe in you. And cast guidance on you.
Nice. We gotta remember that.
Yep.
What does that do?
Yeah, but
This
gnomes
is
generally
D4
aren't
to
that
ability
tall.
checks.
Sorry, what for ability checks?
1d4.
Which means I have 2d4 because of my artisan's intuition.
Ooh.
Want to make it? Oh wait,
Ricochet.
Arcana or ability
When,
check involving artisan's tools. Roll a
When
d4.
Seven
Yeah.
pats you on the back, you think about this book that you loved as a kid, The Legend of the D6, and how the bard used to always say that.
I love it. All right, so then, Tinker's tools plus. $17.
Ooh.
Those are some damn good stilts.
Here you are, and they're strapped around his legs. They're pretty
Now,
stable.
instead of a gnome, Scrig looks like a really strangely, like, more legs than torso, like, half-elf. And he's kind of just
Like, oh, yeah. I like the view from up here.
Hey,
That's
do
great.
those legs go all the way up? Oh god, they do.
Bring try to bring your octave down just a little bit, Scrig. Might help.
Do we have gloves we
Like
could sort
instead
of
of-
put on the end of
yeah,
sleeves? And they got long arms.
It's a little better. We'll go with that.
That's
What if I
worse.
talk like this the whole time?
Let's just not talk for the trip, shall we? Let's just okay.
Let us play the quiet game.
Wait, so does he have robes or
Oh,
anything
yeah.
around him, or does he just have stilts?
Oh no. And I give him like the long jacket that I have. Does anybody have anything better than this? Because his wooden feet are obviously sticking out.
I've got a robe I don't really need because I'm in a shell, but I think your jacket's working pretty well. Oh, can we take some boots off these dead halflings and put them on the bottom of the stilts?
Oh.
Incidentally,
man, great idea.
halflings, because of their, like, feet, don't usually wear shoes.
Damn it.
Oh. Turtle, horrible perception.
So maybe he's just like a pirate and lost his legs, and now they're stilts, and let's just move.
That's bad idea. Putting him in the middle of the circle.
Here,
Remember,
Scrig, I shall
don't
teach you the
talk.
quiet game. The quiet game, it goes like this.
But then who wins?
You lost.
We all win, Scrig. We all win.
But
Do you-
what's the point of playing this?
All right, let's walk. Keep walking. Keep going.
All right. Well, I'll take some rags, and I'll try to like tape the rags around the bottom and the bottom portions of the stilts. And then I look proud at my first creation, and then the second one, I just look kind of sad.
Like a
And
7-foot tall,
Let's go.
weird proportioned burn victim.
And he's painted orange.
Okay. I think I like Seven's idea of the silent game.
Yeah.
Where it.
We're silent back then, Trainspotting.
Oh God. Shall we go?
Yes, please, please.
And
Who
we
knows
leave.
the way? Come on, let's go. Oh yeah, it's nighttime. Ooh.
Oh, poor Carl. We hardly knew ye.
Yeah, Carl's dead.
Y'all don't know what I'm doing.
All right. Now that you have a new look, you need a new name. How is Pelros? Poopros? What's an elven name? Somebody.
Turd Ferguson. It's perfect.
Ted Ferguson's real.
Ted Fest. Ted Fest.
I
Alright,
have
Ted.
heard great tales of this Turd Ferguson. Yes.
It's a great name.
SFI. It's funny. It's a big hat. All right, let's go.
Well, we've all been around this town a little bit, so we should know half direction, shall we?
Yeah.
Shan't we?
Yeah.
So
I
we
agree with
head
that.
towards the gate.
Dang it! Why can't I
In
see?
said direction.
Can you guys see?
No.
Can
We
I
have
keep
the vision cones.
Yeah.
Can I keep an eye out for any ne'er-do-wells who might follow us? Or be in front of us, blocking the way?
And as I walk out, all the patrons are just still sitting in their chairs, and I go,
Yeah.
"The fuck, guys!" And walk out.
You all still here.
Edicus, you look ahead of us and I'll watch from behind.
Deal. I like
I
you,
look at
Seven.
Monty
You get a
and go-
lot. You understand.
I look back at Monty and go, "Are you sure they're not just gonna raid your stores if you leave?"
Nah, I think it'll be fine.
All right.
So you all step out into the night air of Old Keep, not really knowing where Carl is at the moment. However, you know, like Seven, you feel like adventure has finally found you. It seems like this little goblin has kind of like kicked you guys off in a direction. And there's kind of like an air of excitement to it to see what the future holds. And you guys start like moving towards Malian's Gate. But that is where we're going to end it tonight.
Hell yeah.
Are we on a quest? Is this a quest?
As we're like starting to work our way towards Malian's Gate, I'm just like standing behind you, Seven, staring at your parts, moving my way to your left, to your right, walking in front a little bit, and just like kind of muttering to myself. Just mechanisms are just. It's
This robot's hella
Yes.
thick.
so interesting. I've never seen a Warforged
Yes,
car.
you like what you see?
I do. I do. What?
Absolute dump truck of a.
Why are you so thick in certain areas? Are you
Stop staring
wearing
at my drive
anything?
shaft.
Look, I know you think he's a marvel of technology, but can you fucking do something about this, please? And I just detach like I detach the forearm and just hand it to him.
That's funny.
You have the what is it called? In
Automail.
you. Is that going to be canon? Killian?
What?
Automail?
Yeah. They're called like prosthetic arms in this, but it is a magic item in Eberron. As are like fake eyes that actually work like eyes.
So I feel like between traders and craftsmen, it's actually called automail if that's okay. Because that's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
So when
You
you
have
look at it,
automail.
yeah, and you see that on the top of the forearm, that's where the long rectangle pops up with the barrel facing front. Underneath of it is just a thin slit where I can slide in bolts that are kept within the forearm.
So cool.
And there's a
Thin slit he
small
can slide in.
crank. There's a small crank on the side of it that can pop out. That's what I turn when I'm firing bolts, and it holds 6.
This is. Oh, this is.
Wait,
Like a hurdy-gurdy.
I
6.
take it and just
Monty.
immediately walk like 20 feet down the way and sit against a wall and just start inspecting it and taking out my tinkerer's tools.
Wait, we gotta leave. What? Hold on. What's going on?
Y'all are taking your time down there. Give me just a moment.
That's fair.
Yeah, I just need it unjammed.
And you just see me
This is a
Pop.
slit.
the shooter off, pop the feeding mechanism off, look into it, adjust a couple of wrenches and things, and just because for canon, 17.
I'll say I'll guide you. Oh dang, you rolled. Guidance.
I see you over there,
Hold
Carl,
on.
with your stealth.
do you though?
19. 19 with the tools. And I'm assuming with a 19, I can unjam, fix, lubricate, put it all back together within about 3 minutes.
Yes, lubricate the sleep.
And I go to hand it back to you.
It takes about 10
Outstanding.
minutes, but you
Okay.
are able to do it. Like, some of the mechanisms in this are like pretty complicated.
Oh my god, my kids are gonna die before I get there.
Probably.
Oh, Mr. Poop.
Oh man.
All right, Turd Ferguson, lead the way.
So you all head off to Mallion's Gate. That's where we're gonna end it for tonight. We'll
Nice.
pick up from here next time.
Do we level up?
Let's talk experience.
Yeah, let's.
The best part of the night.
So I would say everybody gets 150 each. And something that I want to do is hand out 3 inspirations, and everybody vote on who gets them.
I say Julius because the slick really
Julius.
helped.
Yeah.
Yep.
Monty for
Julius.
the lethal butter churning.
Yeah, that was just great.
And I think Atticus should get the third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's old?
I mean, no, that's not why. You just-
Beautiful.
Social
Yeah, it's like-
security.
Yeah, Social
Thanks,
Security.
guys. Thanks.
You're the
Appreciate it.
grandpa of the group, it seems.
Well,
Everybody.
I do believe that, the respect your elders. I think it would go well. Monty, Atticus is good.
By the way, Monty, your shoulder, the small cylinder or circle you didn't know was there, just cracks in half and falls off.
Oh, that's great. That's just
That's great.
what is it? A little arthritis in the rotator cuff.
Oh gosh, dang it! And I just pick it up
Oh,
and start
you
fiddling
puppy.
with it again to put it back together.
So to anybody that like watched this or watches this later, thank you for checking it out. And I'm gonna sign off of Twitch.